Hi children, today we are going to study ninth lesson. Lesson name is soil. Soil is one of the most important natural resource. It is the uppermost layer of the earth crust and which is in brown blackish color. Then soil is the important part of the animals, humans, etc. Then today we study about soil teeming with life and soil profile and soil types. Then it supports the growth of plants by holding the roots firmly and supplying water and nutrients. It is the home for many organisms. Soil is essential for agriculture. Agriculture provides food, clothing and shelter for all. Soil is thus an inseparable part of our life. The earthy fragrance of soil after the first rain is always refreshing. You have to smelling there. First rain coming, rain time, the soil smell. That means refreshing. What is the function of soil? Then it supports plant growth by holding the roots firmly and supplying water and nutrients to the plants. First function is soil hold the plants upright and strongly. Then it acts as a natural habitat for many organisms like earthworm, fungi, bacteria, ants, etc. That means the soil contains some organisms there, living organisms there. An example, earthworm, fungi, bacteria and some small insects, small animals, small organisms there. It is also essential for agriculture which provides us food, clothing and shelter for all. Then it supplies water and nutrients to plants. Soil supply water and nutrients to the plants. Therefore, we can say that the soil is inseparable part of our life. That means we cannot separate the soil in our life. Then soil teeming with life. Then soil contains air, water and countless living organisms like fungi, bacteria, insects like ants and beetles, earthworms, rodents, moles and plant roots. Some organisms are too small that they cannot be seen by naked eyes. That means cannot see with our eyes, only seen through microscope. Example, fungi, bacteria, virus, etc. An important soil organism is earthworm. It is visible only in the rainy season. It increases the fertility of soil. An analysis of different soil sample is summarized in table. That means in your textbook, table 9.1. Soil source, plants, animals and any other observations. First is garden soil. Garden soil contains grasses and roots. Then animals, ants, earthworms, termites and beetles. Then other observation, concrete. Then soil from roadside soil, dry roots, ants and termites, concrete, plastic bags and glass particles. Then soil from the area where construction is going on. Then no plants, ants, gravels, plastic articles, polythenes, bags and etc. Then what is the uses of soil? Soil gives crop. The soil is put there, the crop is also put there. Then soil support to buildings. Soil support to buildings. Then toys can be made from soil. Some toys can be made from the soil. Then next we discuss soil profile. First we discuss soil, then next soil profile. Soil profile contains soil is composed of distinct layers. Perform the following activity to find out how these layers are arranged. That means dig the garden soil with the help of trowel to depth. Take a harmful garden soil from some depth and put it in the glass tumbler and fill the tumbler with water. Stir it with a stick to dissolve the soil. Let it stand undisturbed for some time. We observe that the particles of different sizes in the soil separate out to form different layers in the beaker. Then the heaviest particle or the layer of gravel settles in the bottom. That means some small stones, heaviest particles. That means gravel settles bottom of the glass or beaker. Above this layer, the layer sand particles slit and clay. That means downside grey, then sand and clay. Then there are some dead rotting leaves with float on the water surface. These are lighter than water and are referred to as humus. Okay, in your textbook, page number 97, figure 9.2, layers of soil. First, heaviest particles is settled bottom of the beaker. That means gravel, then sand, clay, water and humus. Humus means some organic matter. That means dead and decaying matter, plants and animals, waste particles. Then some question there, do you see layers of particles of different sizes in the glass tumbler? Yes. Draw a diagram showing these layers. Then that means you have to check this activity and draw the diagram of the copy. Then the rotting dead matter in the soil is called humus. That means in upside portion some rotting dead matter. Dead matter means plants, animals, waste. These are called humus. Humus is the important part of the soil. Then next is how is soil formed. Then you have to see many more different types of soil there. Then is how is soil is formed. Soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water and climate. This process is called weathering. That means big rocks breaking down in weathering and example wind, then water and climate, it forms soil. The nature of any soil depends upon the rocks from which it has been formed and the type of vegetation that grows in it. That means soil is good quality, their vegetation is good. Then next we discuss soil profile. What is the meaning of soil profile? The vertical section through different layers of the soil is called the soil profile. That means this soil contains many layers there. That means one by one layers there. These layers represent soil profile. Then each layer differs in feel, texture, then color, depth and chemical composition. These layers are referred to as horizon. That means different layers of soil represent horizon. These different types of layers represent horizon. Then we have to look at figure 9.3. Soil profile, A horizon, B horizon, C horizon and bedrock. A horizon means top soil, B horizon subsoil, then C horizon means partially weathered rocks and last portion is bedrock. Then we have to discuss then one by one. First is A horizon or top soil. It is the uppermost layer of soil and is usually dark in color because of the presence of minerals and humus in it. Why this topsoil is dark in color? Because of the presence of minerals and humus. Provides the nutrients in plants. Since the roots of most plants are confined to this layer, humus is the dark brown colored layer which consists of dead rotting remains of plants and animals. I already saying there. Then humus helps in making the topsoil porous. This layer is generally soft and retain more water in it. This layer provides shelter for many living organisms like earthworm, rodents, moles and beetles. That means soils A horizon, that means topsoil is important part of the small organisms, humans and animals and plants. Then next is B horizon or subsoil. That means this layer of soil lies just below the topsoil. That means topsoil just below the topsoil. It is made up of slightly bigger rock particles than that of the topsoil. It does not have much humus and is lighter in color than topsoil. It is somewhat harder and more compact than the topsoil. This layer is less fertile than topsoil and contains few living organisms. Subsoil is rich in mineral and iron oxides. Topsoil contains more humus and minerals. Then B horizon or subsoil contains less. It is not suited plants. Then C horizon or substratum. That means the third layer is C horizon. The layer of soil which lies just below the subsoil is called C horizon. It consists of small pieces of broken rocks with cracks and crevices formed by the weathering of bedrocks or parent rock. That means soil forming this layer, bedrock or parent rock. Then next is last layer, bedrock or parent rock. Below the sea horizon, unweathered solid rock is found which is called as bedrock. That means these rocks have no changes there, no weather formation, this is not broken there. This type of soil is called, layer is called bedrock or parent rock. It is non-porous and can produce the soil over a long period of time. Rainwater gets collected over it from water table. This layer is hard enough and is difficult to dig with a spade. That means this bedrock is very hard and it is not easy to dig with a spade. Then next we study soil types. There are different types of soil there. Let's study soil types. There are three types of soil there: clay soil, sandy soil and gravel. Then clay soil and loamy soil and gravel. Gravel means small rocks or sandy soil. These are the different types of soil there. In your textbook, page number 99. The mixture of rock particles and humus is called the soil. Then there are three types of soil there: sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. Sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. Then what is sandy soil? The soil is classified on the basis of the proportion of particles of various sizes. If soil contains greater proportion of big particles, it is called sandy soil. It is already named there, sandy. That means small stones there. It is not from a sand soil. This type of soil is called sandy soil. Then next is clay soil. Clay soil means if the proportion of fine particles is relatively higher than, then it is called clay soil. Then if the amount of large and fine particles is about the same, then the soil is called loamy. Then details of soil types. The weathering of rocks produces small particles of various materials. These include sand and clay. First is clay soil. These are formed by the smallest rock particles. These are so small that we cannot see a single clay particle and it feels smooth. That means clay soil, it is made up of pods there. Then slit. They are made up of somewhat bigger rock particles than clay. Then sand. These are made up of large particles enough than that of slit and can be easily seen. Then these are coarse to touch due to their larger size. Then gravel. These are the largest size rock particles that are present in soil. Then detailed study of sandy soil and clay soil. loamy soil. First is sandy soil. These contain mainly sand. You already knew that sandy. This soil contains mainly sand. These are quite large particles. There are large spaces between them which is filled with air. Water can drain quickly through these spaces. The sandy soil tends to be lighter, well aerated and rather dry. Since it is aerated, can be plowed easily and cannot retain water. So it is not good for plants. Since it is light, it can be easily blown away if it left there. Then it does not possess humus. Thus it is less fertile. It can be made fertile by adding manure in them, which increases its water holding capacity. This soil is not sticky and therefore these cannot be used to make pots, bricks, toys and statues. That means sandy soil less fertile than it cannot make pots, statues and toys. Then next is clay soil. Clay soil particles are smaller and packed tightly so that it leaves a little space for air. Water drains very slowly through clay soil. These also contain very little humus. It is heavier than sandy soil. Clay soil is more fertile than sandy soil. The fertility of clay soil can be improved by adding some sand and humus to it. Then clay soil is very sticky and can be used to make pots, bricks, toys, statues, etc. That means clay soil is used to make statue, pots and toys. Then next is loamy soil. Loamy soil, it is a mixture of sand, clay and slit with small amounts of humus in it. Therefore it is very fertile and the best topsoil for growing plants. It has water holding capacity and excess water can also be drained out through it easily. It is a smooth, partially gritty and sticky soil. Okay, understand today's project? Today we will study soil, then layers of soil, then soil profile, then soil types. Then soil means soil is the important part of the natural source. Soil profile contains A portion, B portion, C portion and bedrock. Then soils contains gravel, clay, sand, humus and water. The soils are there are three types of soils there: clay soil, loamy soil and